My inspiration to start my own independent business really came around when I started my own Facebook page. It wasn't really a conscious decision, but after kind of seeing my portraiture, I got a few messages asking if I could do paid jobs, and it would be things like fashion shoots for friends, and then developed into more things like event photography. The organisation, which is founded by Danielle Tansino, hopes to raise awareness and funds and kind of tackle issues such as victim blaming and rape culture worldwide, not just in America. It's kind of grown, and through that I found it and decided to make my own photographic series. Each portrait is an individual and their perspective on sexual violence and how it should be tackled. This can be things like education for younger generations, changing things either politically or socially, or even just kind of on a personal level, raising awareness themselves. Even though I'm only halfway through this series, I've definitely found that sharing individual stories can raise awareness. It's kind of like a Humans of New York series in that it's a big compilation of ideas and people and gives a kind of multilateral approach to the issue. And I found that shooting people of different genders, different racial backgrounds and different ages really provides a huge kind of spectrum of perspectives, and this really kind of gives an overarching idea of support for victims, but as well as kind of holding perpetrators accountable. The process for individualizing the portraits, it takes a lot of time, but it's definitely worth it. I started off creating a bit of a Facebook event so that people could schedule in their shoots, and then they book a time and they'll come over. Even though like most of the portraits are done at my house, I really try to make them quite individual. We shoot outdoors, indoors, natural light, studio light, whatever kind of gets the message that they're trying to portray across. And then usually I'll sit down and talk to them from like 30 minutes to, it can be up to 2 hours, about their experiences and what kind of message they want to send personally. I think any artist has to be quite self-motivated to do what we do, but for this series in particular, I got the inspiration to shoot this series from the Red My Lips Foundation and their passion for human rights. I guess it's that has made me stuck with it, even though the shoots are getting more and more intense and elaborate. What I'm trying to do is personalize everyone. If someone's talking more about the culture of sexual assault, it's going to be darker, it's going to be more contrasting. But if they're talking more about supporting victims, it's going to be lighter and probably more focused on them than the surroundings. One of the shoots I've got planned kind of focuses on how people interact in public and where their gaze is. It's kind of looking at who we kind of focus on in public, whether it be kind of males focusing on females or an audience focusing on an actor. That type of interaction of people and how it can kind of be reversed. In terms of what I'm going to be doing in the future, especially after Red My Lips is finished, I can't really say for sure. I've got a few shoots planned, and I've realised now that most of them focus around kind of the idea of human rights or social justice or a lot of kind of societal issues. And I think I'm a big fan of kind of using portraiture and the idea of people interacting with the camera to convey these messages and kind of raise awareness.